Hey, I'm Trent, and you're watching My Geek Show.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're too close.
In this episode of My Geek Show, I'll be showing you step by step how I built the glider in episode 4. The first thing I did was go to mygeekshow.com, download the free PDF plans, print it off, and examine it for what I'd need to make this design. This design only requires one sheet of blue core fanfold foam, so first let's cut one sheet out. To cut the foam, we're going to use this X-Acto knife. Next, I set up my work area. One of the most valuable tools is one of these. It's basically a giant ruler called square that allows me to draw exact right angles and whole lengths of foam. I picked mine up at Lowe's for 10 or 15 bucks. Using this and another ruler and your average pen, I'm going to draw the design according to plan. Here you can see the drawing on the foam matches the plans. Now it's time to cut out the individual pieces. Using a ruler as a straight edge, I use that X-Acto knife to cut out the pieces of foam. As you do this, make sure you're cutting directly down at a 90-degree angle. Here's another time that big ruler comes in handy. I not only use it to draw the lines, but also use it as a guide to guide my X-Acto knife. And here it is, all cut out and set up just like the model. The next thing I'm going to do is put together the fuselage. To put the pieces together, I'm going to be using a low temperature hot glue gun. It's unlikely you don't have one of these lying around the house, but if you don't, you can pick one up at your local retail store for about $5–10. The glue sticks too are pretty cheap. One benefit of using insulation as a construction material is that it's going to insulate the heat from the hot glue and it'll give you enough time to put the pieces together. After about 10 minutes of gluing, there we are, a finished fuselage. Putting together the tail section is easy. Just make sure as the glue hardens that the rudder is straight up and down. The next step, building the wing. This is by far the most important and detailed step of this plan. In this tutorial, we're going to be building a K2 airfoil. It's pretty easy to build and has great performance. To start, we're going to lay the larger piece of foam upside down so the finished material is facing away from you. We're then going to cut the leading edge at a 45-degree angle. Notice how I'm using the ruler as a guide. Just take it nice and slow. We're then going to repeat the process with a smaller piece of foam, which is eventually going to be the top of our wing. We're then going to take packing tape the same length as the wing and tape the two sections together. Do your best to try to evenly distribute the tape between the two sections, so about half the tape is on the larger piece and half the tape is on the smaller piece. Next, we're going to slowly force the top piece to meet the bottom piece. This is to prepare and force the material to assume its new shape, which we're eventually going to glue together. Be gentle, but don't be afraid. This stuff is pretty resilient. Next, we're going to use our hot glue gun and our trusty large ruler to glue these two pieces together. Move quickly and have an extra piece of hot glue available just in case you run out. This is one of those times where you can't use too much hot glue. Then quickly grab that large ruler and use it to help you force down the top section of the wing. Move quickly here, that hot glue is going to harden really fast. Do the best you can to make sure these two pieces have complete contact as the glue hardens. I like to add one more line of hot glue just for good measure. There we go, we've got our completed K2 airfoil. Here we are with all three pieces together. Next, let's glue the tail section. Not much needs to be said here, just put as much glue on there as it can handle. You could just glue the wing to the fuselage, but this tutorial is going to show how to build a wing that is removable. This will make it easier for transport and to repair. To do that, we're going to add this little strip of foam that's going to allow us to affix the wing to the fuselage. We'll then add Velcro to both sections. And finally, using this Velcro tape to firmly affix the wing to the frame. Finally, add some weight, take it out to your field, and give it a throw. Thanks for watching my Geek Show. Make sure and subscribe to my channel as I put out new videos each week. See you next week.